Yeah. Welcome to the Black Club, the Birds View podcast collaboration. I'm your host of the Black Club. He's your host of the Birds View, my boy Jay. What's up with it, bro?
Oh man, nothing, man. Trying to take these senior pictures, trying to make sure that I got the right angles when we're taking these pictures.
Yeah, looking like
You know what I'm saying? We
looking like
finally
about
made
to
it.
do a yearbook picture.
Yeah, we finally made it in the podcast world, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, when we take our pictures, we look right, you know what I'm saying, for the universities.
Yeah,
So, it's
man.
positive.
What's been going on with you?
Man, look, man, the news been kind of light on us a little bit, man. Ain't
Yeah, it
really got
have.
nothing to talk about.
Really ain't too
So,
much going on, but Iran and the false
yeah,
lies they telling
uh,
about that. I believe they lying about all that shit. I did see where they killed the leader. Forgot what his name was, but they killed Iran's leader. But I
they
don't,
know what's
man.
happening
I think all this shit is just
later.
an excuse they using to be able to raise all the prices,
Man, and the prices are soaring. Let me tell you something.
inflation,
I
everything,
spent
oil.
$63 in a
To
Kia
what?
yesterday. It
To
put
fill
me
up?
on $63.
God
I ran
dang.
I ran that motherfucker down to about 3%. Mistake.
Mm-mm.
$63 to fill up. On top of filling up, I am now back at 93 miles. I live in a small town. You can't. I didn't go to Tyler or
Right.
another city today. I went cross town and back.
That's man, they watering this shit down. We getting gas mixed with
Man,
nothing but water.
yeah, I was on my feelings last episode about that gas. I'm starting to feel it now. I really, as us human beings listening to them, we get our butt spanked, and then we kind of like get our act together. We don't say nothing about it. And so I kind of just started paying gas prices and looking away. But I'm back again since you brought it up. Now I definitely feel like we need to go, and I'm not gonna say harm anybody, but if you put the gas pumps, we can get the messages. Like you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, if you decide you want to pump some gas and take the handle home, we're not mad at you.
Yeah.
You know,
What's gonna happen is they gonna start robbing them trucks when they filling up at the stores. When they open up
you,
they gonna start
you know they
robbing them.
was doing it. They was robbing the tank. Do you remember when we first went to the pandemic in 2020
Yeah,
or 2021, whatever it was?
yeah.
Bro, they were laying down. They were cutting the beds out of their vans and robbing the tanks.
What's up,
Like
Dwayne?
they
Dang, that's crazy.
like listen though, that's really crazy now that I think back on it, man. They were actually sucking the fuel off out of the bottom tank at the stores where the trucks dumped the oil. I mean the gas.
Yeah, yeah.
They would pull their van over it, pull the gas out, got a tank in the back, fill the tank up, burn off, shell gas.
I don't blame them.
That did not blow up. But I think like 3 or 4 people got caught.
Yeah. That's
But
why
they
they
were
kept
going,
it silent.
and then when I was driving trucks, I don't know who it was, and this is in the Dallas area. Man, somebody was paying for gas almost every 2 days at a Love's. So you just stood up for free. I
Yeah.
don't know who he is, but we're gonna pray that he's living a healthy life because he helped a lot. Yeah. I look forward to that gas station 2 days out of the week, driving a truck through there. And
Yeah.
he was there.
Yeah. Man, it's been a lot going on in the news though. I read where there's a new strand of COVID that we gotta worry about now. And the last strand
Um,
took out millions of people. So if they done got in the lab and made something even better, we really gonna have to wear some masks.
some
But
news out.
huh?
I said it's stronger than the Zop.
It says as of early 2026, the SARS-CoV-2, that's the name for it, scientific name for it, but virus continues to evolve with new Omicron subvariants dominating the landscape. They got one called the Nimbus and the Stratus, and they are highly transmissible, and
Well,
have
first of all, Do you know who Omicron is? When
Mm,
you think of Omicron, you need to think of Megatron.
yeah,
You need to go a step higher.
and it's the
And man,
mutated.
I can't stand another disease, another outbreak.
Well, like if they shut
That
the
shit,
country down, you think they're gonna do that
that
again?
shit. No, we're going to work.
Yeah, they ain't doing
They,
that
I
no more.
don't, so this is the thing when it comes to COVID. I feel like it was an airborne attack. I feel like war had started already with that. But then
Yep.
I also feel like it was a war. That was our civil war. I feel like the U.S. did that to us. I don't feel like it was no China.
No,
I feel like it was a
no.
population control.
Yeah. That was we did that to ourselves. Well, not we, but they did that to us.
Yeah. I feel like it was an inflicted wound. No, I'm saying a self-inflicted wound. I
Yeah.
feel like it was a population control. Now, don't get me wrong. It was a worldwide situation, but who took the most heat?
Yeah.
If you notice, man, nobody in the White House. We didn't hear about nobody in the White House going through no type of spell.
No. Or their
I feel
kids or
like
their family or anything like that.
I feel like they put them chemtrails on the earth and chemtrails did their job.
Yep. Because you started
So
seeing those planes a whole lot more and more.
yeah, so I want to break it down because I remember when this shit popped out, and I believe movies are conspiracies. So Planet of the Apes, when it first used, the virus. I mean, how the monkeys happened, they were smart, and
Yeah.
so when the valve broke, it got into the dude got sick of the virus. Then he went to old boy and caught it in his face, and he basically got on the plane,
Yeah.
and that's how it spread worldwide. Well, they said that it was a Asian girl that got on the plane or the boat, whatever it was she got on. When she did that, that's how it all of a sudden spread everywhere.
Yeah.
I just don't believe it, man, because I don't believe how a lot of shit works. You trying to tell me that somebody got monkeypox in Connecticut and it has now reached Texas? No. I went to Dallas. It's a lawyer down there. I can't think what his name is. But they do science experiments on people in that same building.
Yeah.
Like they test for shots, they do X, Y, Z. I feel like that same little setup is worldwide, you know what I'm saying, worldwide. And I feel like when they try these drugs, I mean they try these situations, that's where it spread it.
Yeah.
Or like I say, it's urban.
I can see that. I believe it's both. I believe that when they had those every now and then they had those little surveys come around where you can sign up, but you have to sign like an NDA and all of that, and they do
Yeah,
tests on. Yeah,
yeah.
they test it out, and people will willingly take that little $1,500, $2,000 or something that they paying.
Man, think about it. When somebody gets sick, what's the first thing I'm gonna say? It's something in the earth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It really is.
it
Because
really
it
is.
don't make sense that when a virus go through a kid's school, that all the kids are getting it in different schools. That don't even make sense to me.
Right,
You know what
and
I'm
then
saying?
and you call like for me when I talk to my cousin them in Arkansas, they got the same shit going on. Now, how is that possible? You know what I'm saying? They got an outbreak just like we got an
That's what I'm saying. So I remember one day going dropping roll off in Dallas, but I was headed to like way past Fort Worth. I'm going like dinner um
outbreak. Like Millie.
uh yeah, I'm close to Midland, but I'm headed down there like by weather.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
while I'm going down there, they got a sign that's up that say caution, air alert. You know what I'm saying? Stay in the house. So. I don't see this in Texas. I mean, not in Texas, but I don't see this in Long Beach. When I'm from the Dallas, it say air alert. Quality of the air is not good. XYZ.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the same time while everybody's sick. What's in the earth for it to be that bad? Because this is going on regular.
See,
So when I
they putting that shit in the air.
Yeah, so now when I check the forecast for bad weather, I also check I scroll up and I check the weather app. I'm not the weather app, but I check where it say what I mean earth, it'll tell you if the quality good or not.
Yeah,
So if you said the quality ain't really that good, I try my best to try to stay indoors, but you gotta think about your AC unit. They swapped out everybody AC unit now to
yep.
where you can't. I had an old AC unit. Man, they told me they couldn't even work on it. So we don't know if my AC could have been fixed or not. They said they don't work on these anymore.
Yeah, because they
I have
want
to
you to get the
upgrade.
new kind.
Yeah, and ever since this new guy came, bro, it ain't been right in my hand. It's
You
been
you know what I think COVID was?
hmm?
I think it was a way because they getting ready to rewrite history, right?
Oh, they
They
right.
and they use COVID to get rid of the elders, the older generation, because
Yeah.
that's who history lies with. You know what I'm saying? Once
Mm-hmm.
they gone, nobody else really know that history unless you had a close relationship with a grandparent or a great grandparent and they was able to tell you, but it's not many. So if they can get rid of that generation, now they can rewrite history and put it the way they want it.
Not only that, my theory on that is we live in United States, you know what I'm saying, when you work.
Yeah.
Uh man, once you reach a certain age, they're trying to get you out of here. We want you to have kids, raise them, because we already send them to the program to go to school for 8 hours a day and learn how to be on time, not to be late, XYZ,
Yep.
all that.
Yep.
To me, once they get over here and they get up to 50, 60, now it's time to go and get you up out of here. Because
Yeah.
now you're a slow worker.
Yeah.
Boom, we kill you off, bring in the young. That's how we get the rotation keep going. You know what I'm saying? The problem with it is the spells and the injections that they put out, they put it out a little too late because my daddy era, or you know what I'm saying, your parents era, they had to take out them shots because they was already grown.
Yeah.
So unless they fool them into taking like the syphilis shot or just stuff like that, they still got that old gene where they're gonna live to 80, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
90s and 70 years old. I feel like when we came of age or we came about, they started hitting us with those vaccines. You know what I'm saying? Shit is shortening our lifespan. We don't know what
Yeah.
our lifespan look like now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? All I know is it's a lot of kids around our age that's dropping from illnesses that we will see old folks drop from because their body can fight the disease out. Now we dropping in our 30s,
Yeah.
40s,
I done had
20s,
two close friends die from cancer. Another a classmate of mine had a heart attack out of nowhere.
out of nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? Like it used to be the older generation when you thought about people
Yeah.
getting cancer and people get, dying of stuff like that. Now it don't matter. It's any age.
Man,
What they
listen,
do with the food, the drinks, they target us every way possible.
listen, bro. And people hate to touch on this subject, but I have no problem talking about it, and I hate that people are scared to talk about it. But that goddamn autistic shit, bro, it wasn't being autistic wasn't around like that.
No, that didn't come about until they started giving them kids Ritalin.
Yeah, and I was on reading it, bro. But listen, what I'm saying is 2026 to 2024, bro, we got more autistic kids than anything.
Yeah.
Or 2019, let's back it up. Around that era, bro, it's so many kids that got, you know what I'm saying, that's autistic and they're
Yeah.
going through those spells of Down syndrome and shit. Man, something's wrong, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
terribly wrong outside, bro. Listen, when Bill Gates said that he's trying to drop the population, he meant that shit, bro. He is dumbing it down. He is killing generations.
Yeah. Yeah. He told everybody what he was gonna do and
Told them.
started
And they
doing it.
was like, "Right, this right here."
Yeah. Like the
Ah,
man didn't
he
lie about what he said he was gonna do. He told
he's
y'all.
done shit. He done it.
And
He's doing
they ain't
no, he's
through.
doing it. He's
That's the
doing it.
thing. They gotta get half the population gone in order to get that new world order. And this was so crazy though. When you go to watching movies, you start figuring out what they trying to tell you. Look
They're
at how they
telling
use
you,
the Avengers and
man,
Thanos.
listen, damn Thanos. I want you to go back and watch every single adventure movie, bro. They prepared you for it. They told you about the Russian-Ukraine war. My bad. But Russian and Ukraine war. They told you about when all you know what I'm saying? When every Marvel movie, not every Marvel, but every Avengers movie, bro, they prepared you for what's going on right now.
The AI, the robot in the second one, the
Yeah,
aliens.
yeah.
first one, they letting you know aliens coming, AI already
somebody
here. Then you had to deal with losing half of the population because Thanos wiped everybody out.
somebody is feeding them information that nobody has had, bro.
Well, they
Like the
owned by
shit they talk
Disney.
about.
Disney
Yeah,
owner
but I'm
is
saying like,
part of they got a secret section of Disney that no of Disney World that nobody is allowed to go to. No tourists,
that
nobody. They have meetings here. I got the layout of it and everything. They have meetings here there. And that's where the highest of the highest meet at. Like
really,
these folks you'll never see on TV, you'll never hear their voice on social media or nothing. But they run shit. They all
I
meet there. And man,
well, there,
say
I know of it.
so Disney is one that's why they was the first ones to start pushing the gay agenda in movies. You know what I'm saying? Disney started that shit. They started a
That's
lot
another
of
thing,
different shit.
and it's another thing that I hate to touch the subject on. But if you're gay, you kind of feel the atmosphere. You feel into the plot.
Yeah.
The plot has always been about population control, and
Yep.
for you to be gay, you help the situation.
It's always been that's all it's been about.
Yes,
The gay agenda came about in 2001 after 9/11, and the drugs that was, put in place by Clinton in the 90s.
yeah.
So
So it was cool. The LGBT cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The community, they had that time. They put somebody over it. They ran it. They ran a smooth program where you couldn't say nothing about it, or it was out the window.
yeah,
Now I was expect they getting it back to normal to where she all that bullshit is going out the window.
yeah,
But I'm not against the gays. I'm not against the. I mean, whatever they want to be called. But what I'm saying is, you can be gay, but you have to. You know what I'm saying, you have to also think about what's going on in the background and why it's being pushed, why it's being in every movie, why it's being. You know what I'm saying? It's parades. It's man. It's to encourage you to stop your population because, like we said in the last episode,
yeah,
when she don't produce that seed, that generation stops.
yep, yep.
You
And
don't
that's
really
that's
see
what they want.
you don't really see too much population. I mean, you don't see too much eloping anymore. You know what I'm saying? People getting pregnant and having successful babies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? 9 times 10 the people that had the babies, they might have a child, but it might come out something wrong, or it might come out 6 years later that they ADHD because you've been fed on so much sugar and so much. You know what I'm saying? It, we wiping ourselves out,
Yep,
and I'm confused about it. You know what I'm saying? It's here in our face, but and then you can make somebody work to it, but it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's like a well, the popular the trend is not take care of yourself. It's turn up and try to figure out what my child walking with 2 left feet. Let on. You know
and
what I'm
why I
saying?
say he thought it was Reagan that put out. Now Reagan had the just say no agenda when it
Yeah.
came to that. The drugs came from that was before him. That was shit. The CIA. And who was president then? I want to say Lyndon B. Johnson. And it might have been before Lyndon B took over.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Reagan was one of the ones that a lot of people liked. And then once he got out of there, that's when Clinton had those 8 years back to back. And it got
That's
bad
what,
for black folks once Clinton took over.
that's what I'm saying, man. It's they gotta look at it. It's not just us. It's everybody, bro. It's a real problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's only gonna get more scary every year.
Yep.
Like
It's getting
it's
worse and
gonna
worse
be
because nobody really care about that stuff no more, especially in the black community. They don't care about that. Anything that
man,
speaks logic or facts and don't have chaos or some kind of drama behind it, they don't care about it no more.
man, people are dying and we were saying that it's God's will. It was God calling them home. No, it's not. You're
No.
being polluted. You're being
Being
polluted.
yeah. They want to remove black people from the face of this earth, especially us.
Man, they moving everybody.
Everybody else, huh?
I think between blacks, Mexicans,
Anybody with melanin.
not even just melanin, man. I feel like it's a real population control. I feel like, honestly, and it's just me talking. I feel like white people are losing the race when it comes to the population. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, worldwide, white people are only 8% of the population.
it's population control.
That's what they don't tell folks. See, they make them think they more because of America. But outside of America, white folks are the
Well,
minority.
I got to give it to them white motherfuckers, boy. I don't give a damn what's going on. Hey, listen here. For them to run this motherfucker with in a tight program and you're outnumbered, boy, it's some hellfire manipulation. It's some hellfire.
Imagine the ones that actually run everything. Them JWs. That's who the least population of all. So
Listen, man,
that's why they hide out and don't show their faces because they don't want nobody to know who they are.
there's some real live gangster shit, bro. For them to
Yeah.
be up here running this shit, and they're not the strongest. They're not the, but somebody is working their mind. It gotta be a robot. It gotta be AI. Because they are really putting that shit together the last year for year, decade to decade with them on top.
Well, think about it. They plan 100 years at a time. So
Yeah.
they already ahead of what we could even think about. Then they give us what they want us to have.
This just me. I feel like honestly, they planning day for day, year for year, month for month. I feel like they honestly got a team.
Yeah. And think about this. When they got the best of the best of the best, not the shit that we got at college, at these universities and shit. Yeah, but they got the best of everything.
If you could only see the conversation that just happened with eye contact, boy, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Put like this, I called my bartender. My bartender saying that I had a cup. She said, "No, this is for me," and walked out. Yeah, it was an eye connection argument
Oh.
about making me a drink that I didn't get.
Oh. Damn. That I understand
But
that.
yeah, sprinkle her ass,
Did
sprinkle
you
her ass
see
with some of this. Go
did you
ahead.
see about the plane and the fire truck that ran into each other?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fit me in on it, man. What happened?
Okay. So this says, then this is according to BBC News. That sounded weird, but anyway, details from the fire. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm saying?
call.
I was like, wait,
I caught that one late. I caught that one late.
wait.
Yeah, I caught that one late. That was yeah.
Details from the final 3 minutes of the cockpit voice recorder have been shared by the U.S. officials investigating the deadly plane crash at New York's LaGuardia Airport. A truck is told to stop moving 9 seconds before the cockpit recording ends. This direction happens again 4 seconds before the recording stops. The truck did not have a transponder. Uh, so their alarm didn't trigger. 2 pilots were killed, 43 passengers and crew were injured when the Air Canada plane operated by Jazz Aviation collided with the fire truck after landing on Sunday evening. 2 people inside the truck were also injured and taken to the hospital. Um, it says 2 air traffic controllers were at the tower at the time of the collision, which says is standard, which she says is standard for the time of night. So they only had 2 in there. Um, Still under investigation. The pilot's name was Antoine Forrest and Mackenzie Gunther, however you say it.
So what do you think the reason would be if it was a scam?
If it was a scandal,
I'm saying like if it was something shady involved.
I believe the fire truck could have had some Iranians in it, and
Mm,
they tried to take out a plane. Of
I
course,
mean,
they
that
would
is,
never tell us that because they don't want us to know that something like that could happen on U.S. soil.
that is true.
So,
Yeah, I could see a quick terrorist attack in that nature. Because I don't know if you've paid attention, but it's been a few tips on us
mhm.
that they really haven't been publicized.
And I saw today Iran put out a like an AI video of Donald Trump dying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They
they about to
sent
try
they
something.
sent what a missile over and yeah.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and then something else. I think it could be air traffic control fault. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just two. Maybe they didn't catch it in time to be able to tell somebody to stop, even though it says the truck had no way of being
Mm.
alerted anyway. So I don't know how that
And that's what I was gonna say. I don't
they
know
gonna be
about
able
this.
to if unless they can prove that it was malfunction. That truck driver is gonna be in some shit.
So for me, dealing with today's time, bro, nobody's doing their job.
No, I agree with that.
I mean nobody. Nobody's doing their job. That shit is ass and nobody really coming to work. When they do come to work, the customer service and the service they're getting is horrible. So it's not hard for me to say that TSA or whoever else in that airport and out there on the landing strip are doing their job. So look, I'm looking at TSA right now. They're literally not getting paid, so everybody's
Yeah,
stuck at the you know what I'm saying, trying to board. So
yeah.
imagine what's going on outside in the field. You think we really give a damn? Imagine, man, it's fucked. America fucked up right now, man.
Yeah, it is.
And
It
they
is.
trying to keep us sit behind cameras, but it's so many phones going off at once. That shit starting to backfire.
Yeah,
Like I believe that they can control majority of what you put out, but there's so many whams coming at the same time. Kind of like when TikTok first started, man. It's just people sharing so much to where you can't do nothing but just soak it in.
yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I've been dumbfounded ever since TikTok has left the knowledge side.
Man, and you notice that too? All they got now is
Man,
dancing or
I've been
food.
so retarded. It's like they got us back in order.
Yep, they
They little
did. Once the
eye
US
over.
and then they don't even pay the same. Once the US bought TikTok or got it from under China, it ain't been the same. You can't hardly say nothing or they'll flag you.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
man. I have become dumber than I was when TikTok first started. Because I realized learned from TikTok. When TikTok first came out, bro, I was really learning something. And I was literally taking the time to sit up and Black History Month, boy, I was hot. Boy, boiling hot. I already knew what they did to us, but to learn it and it be
yeah,
actual facts.
yeah,
Like people were coming on with their books and reading the scriptures off their book about what happened in this time, this era. Flip the book over, let you see it. But those real facts. Or you get smart, like we say by my man. You know what I'm saying? Jamal, it just you was learning so much, and when they took it away, they just threw the hood ass shit back at you. It's like, man, I just started
that's
getting
the
dumb and
problem. You
dumb.
were learning too much, and they couldn't control what you learned until they
Man,
took over. And then you remember when it went silent for like 24 hours to where you couldn't even log in. You had to
yeah,
re-download the
yeah,
app.
read just about that shit.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And
Mhm.
see, especially after what like people like what Rashad Jamal was doing. You know what I'm saying?
We
What
ain't
it
seen about we ain't seen nobody else like it.
nope, and they ain't going to. They ain't gonna
Man,
let you get that far.
I know there's people out here like I said, it wasn't just him. Man, my TikTok scrolling wise, I was unmatchable. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my entire algorithm was straight knowledge, bro. Like
Yeah,
you couldn't get this much knowledge in school. And I ain't just talking about like black culture, just knowledge, period, bro. How these people getting done over here in this country? How do people get done in this part of the city? How these people, you know what I'm saying, have these resources? I learned it all, bro. Now, man, ass and titties.
That's all you see.
Guns, violence, shooting. You couldn't even pop a firecracker on TikTok.
Nah, they didn't allow none of that. You couldn't show none of that.
Man, you can bust somebody's brain on TikTok now. And they're gonna show the full video.
Mm, mm,
They
mm.
want us to soak that in, bro.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's something I learned. The negativity is what fuels everybody. You know what I'm saying? If it's not negative, like I was on Facebook earlier, and I didn't even take it until in the morning. When I wake up, I look at my phone on purpose to open my eyes up. I'm gonna put it right back down. Sometimes I
Yeah.
might not even open the app door, but I use the light to widen my eyes up. So, man, I got on TikTok this morning, bro. I mean, not TikTok, but Facebook this morning. Nigga, the probably about 8 to 9 comments back to back, and they up with me. This is
Yeah.
their first fast. It's evil. I'm like, damn, you mad this early? Man, let me put this down. Boom. I go in here, brush my teeth, walk back in the room, pick my phone up, get on TikTok. Every video, gossip, uh, ass shaking, niggas talking like bitches. It's just, what am I looking at? Boom, get
Yeah.
on Instagram. Now, I will say though, Instagram is funny.
Yeah.
Hey, I get a good laugh out of Instagram. I'm not gonna cap. But I'm just saying, like waking up in the morning, man, it's dumbfounding. You know what I'm saying? It's a lost cause, man.
It is.
And people say do away with social media, but I feel like they should keep social media and people need to start working out how to keep their drugs.
Yeah.
That's the
Dwayne
best way to
say,
do it, man.
people are releasing sex tapes on Facebook. Yeah, man.
Again, porn off the
Twitter, Twitter was
chain.
Twitter was OnlyFans before OnlyFans. That's what people feel to
Man,
be like.
listen, bro. Do you know how hard it was to see a fine bitch
I'm
on the
tripping.
street?
Huh?
I reached
Man,
and
I was
then
about to laugh and the shit spilled out. But what'd you say now?
but listen, bro, do you know how hard it was to find one of the baddest bitches on porn? Now I gotta do is get on Twitter or Facebook, bro.
That's it.
They have dimes, top notch females,
That's it.
porn stars now. What are we talking about?
Yep.
These are future supposed to be at home wives. They are getting flipped. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And the
Yep.
world crooked, bro. Once they
Once they
open it up,
saw
so
once they saw they could get rich on OnlyFans, that changed everything for them. Because a lot of them, it was certain few that would go into the porn industry, but OnlyFans is totally different because you can still be private and
and they
self-made.
talk. I don't understand that.
I
Man,
I got a coworker, man.
yo,
That motherfucker buy them hoes faithfully. Them big.
for real, man, listen here,
I
man.
can't do it.
Go on, throw your $20, man, and go and go one of them alleys, man. Go on, get you one of them the motherfuckers on Harry Hines.
I was just gonna say all you gotta do is ride down here, Hines. You good to go.
$40, man. Go on, do what you gonna do, man, because I believe in safe sex. If you're willing to pay for your sex, get your dick going on, you just say the girl from getting raped. Or you just say the child from getting molested. All that type of shit. Now, it's like, well, it's been like this, but a nigga gonna go grab his niece, man, and do something strange to her, or the little cousin in the house. And he's gonna get a slap on the wrist.
Mhm.
But this motherfucker who over here paying for it, keeping his shit to get himself, regardless if he catch something or not, he's willing to pay and go to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
He's gonna get them 10 years prostitution. That's crazy, bro. It's like, what are we doing, man? You mad at this female because she wants to sell her cat? I don't understand that. You can degrade her all you want to. She nasty, she doing, but man, at the end of the day, she's making money out of selling her cat and pleasing somebody from going to go commit a crime with somebody else.
Yeah.
I never understand that logic of why it's that important to get a bitch out of the streets for selling ass. And then too, if she's out here spreading disease, report her.
Because they can't
Get
tax
out
it.
of here.
Anything they can't tax is illegal.
That's retarded. Make it a campaign where they gotta spend 15% of their profit. You know what I'm saying? Or 10% of the profit. Do that by all means. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I make shirts. You want me to go register my shit and I ain't making over XYZ of money? You're not gonna take my goddamn money at the end of the goddamn year.
Yeah.
And no, man. Fuck that,
I was
man.
told you don't supposed to register till you making about 40,000 to 50,000 a year
Come
off your
on, bro.
business.
I'm not doing that anyway, man. I'm not having me. I gotta have enough money to pay the RS in case I can't pay their ass when it's time to pay them.
Yeah, yeah,
I need to have some bread put up to where when I file my taxes and that motherfucker say I owe or I can't, man, I gotta be able to cover my ass, man. I can't go in this business and say, oh, I made 50,000 this year. I need to go ahead and do my LLC and make sure my nah, bro.
right.
They raping you. That's a scare tactic.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
is the
yeah.
IRS anyway? They're bill collectors, bro. They're not a real company, bro. But
Once you realize the IRS is actually owned by the Vatican, so the Pope is over the taxes and all of that, which he's
mhm.
under who he was under Queen Elizabeth. I think it's King, I don't know, Charles now, somebody. But the Pope is the one that technically runs the IRS, because that's where all that money goes to.
And fuck the folks too. They out here touching children too.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just throwing that. I mean, I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just throwing it out there. Fuck
You
them
done
too.
said
We
it
out here
now.
touching children. Yeah,
Fuck it.
anybody out here touching children, your mama get it.
Oh man, speaking of children, uh in DeKalb County, Georgia. This was in 2023, but it somehow is making its rounds back around, I guess, because she actually going to court now. But police responded to a 911 call at the Hidden Valley Apartments in Decatur, Georgia. Inside that apartment, they found something no officer should have ever seen. 7-year-old Olivia Jordan, not alive.
Mm,
Um, she was mummified. Wow. Her
mm.
mummified remains were discovered strapped to a stroller inside a bedroom closet. The apartment had been abandoned for months.
I don't even really want to
Wow.
talk about them, bro.
That
I
is,
mean, I
man,
give you being man. We can slide on that one though. That shit, I got emotions just thinking about. I love kids, bro.
me
I really
too.
do. I really do feel like children are the future, regardless if they bad or not.
They have
Cause
to
I
be.
think, man, they are the future, bro. And for me to know that somebody didn't take the responsibility of taking care of a seed that could have prospered and been whatever in life, that shit emotional. That shit really sad, bro. That shit under my skin.
She was autistic. What we just got through talking about,
You
and she
know, worse,
suffered
man.
from seizures. So basically, this mother just didn't want to take care of her responsibility of raising an autistic child.
That's fucked up because what she failed to realize about the autistic child, when you're autistic, you mainly focus on one thing. So
Yeah,
let's just say he found a craft, or mean that she found a craft in art. She fuck around getting the most brilliant mind in the world, bro, when it came to painting or just drawing, just anything in that nature, man. That
yeah,
shit fucked up, man. And
yep.
I can damn near guarantee it, man, the world. The only why she want to take her because she wanted to be outside, or she was embarrassed to
That's
be
all it
around the
was.
child.
That's all it was.
Okay.
It was
Yeah, or she
probably
was
both
embarrassed to be around the
situations.
child.
It was both situations. She felt
I
like the
know, that-
child was holding her back, but at the same time, she was embarrassed by taking her out in public.
yeah, man. And I honestly feel like, to me personally, that's the world, bro. You hear regularly about parents leaving their kids in the house. Think about how many kids I left in the house this year for spring break.
Hmm.
2.2 million with the Houston. How many kids you think stayed at home?
Exactly. Yep.
Come on, man. It's just
Yep.
outside is too fun. I told my old lady this, and I have to stand on it, bro. I
As
feel like we're living in a demonic time, and
we
the
are.
demons
This
are
is
having their
Sodom
way.
and Gomorrah.
Yeah, and the demons are having their way, bro. That's just how I feel, understand. And I feel like you got your people that keep the good spirit and that they're around. Cause like I say, even me, I get a little angry, but I just never lose touch of who I am or what I stand for. But just like my generous, you know, some my courtesy, my loyalty to my people. I stand on it. But you got people, man, that just grew up on pure evil.
Yeah.
And when I say evil, I mean no morals are for them. Like they're willing to do whatever. I can't say I'm willing to do whatever, but to get to that next point. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in hurting black people. I might beat you up, but taking you out your misery, bro, it's not that serious, man.
Ending your
Our
life.
family line we've been through enough.
Yeah.
What I don't like taking you away from your family, man. We do it. At some point, man, you gotta break through that shit and realize that, bro, the people need you, man. All
Yeah.
that rule, and I will say this here too. The most dumbest shit I watch on a day-to-day basis, and the funniest shit to me is when a straight nigga realize that street ain't it. And you go get a
Yeah.
job and realize that, yeah, you know what I'm saying, now I'm making money, or then you start bragging like, man, nigga been telling that shit to you. Your grandma was telling you that dumb ass shit, boy.
Yeah.
You was too thuggish. You was outside thugging. You want to go rob and do XYZ. Ain't
It's,
nobody hiring you alive.
see,
You
that's
still
all
working in
cool
government.
and shit while you young. But the older you get, you start looking more dumb as hell trying to bang and you know what I'm saying? So they try to switch it at that point.
The older, and that's the crazy part. The older you get, you start to realize that them the same ones that's grabbing other people's kids and manipulating them to follow the same path you went down.
Yep.
And then they say, yeah, he a little young Thundercat. Ain't nothing I can do with it. He a cannon, boy. He about that action. Nah, bro, stop that nigga, man. Show him another way. Teenagers got away by now, listen, but that come from they wouldn't have put in their field. But if you instill in this nigga every time you come over, make him a gentleman. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Make that nigga clean this up, XYZ. Make him go over here, playing in the garden with Mr. Hurl. Give him $5, $10, tell him go about his day.
Yeah.
Instead of letting him come over and hang in the hood while you sell dope and he study your motherfucking movements, put his ass to work, bro.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
That's the
It
problem.
like it don't register to people like, bro, just because he in the hood don't mean it's all bad. Teach this nigga the way. He can see it all day long. But after you teach him what it's all about, if he chooses to take that path, that's on him.
Yeah.
But at that time, he'll be of age to where he can make his own answer. But while he over here paying attention, teach that man something he can use, you know what I'm saying? Teach that, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta work you a plumber. Make that motherfucker go to work with you today. He over here on the block with you. Hey, take the man on the call. You know what I'm saying? You an electrician. Take that man on a job, bro. Show him something. Make that nigga earn $10 a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Teach them.
People
Yeah.
don't think like that. And
Give them a work ethic. That's why these kids don't be having no work ethic now.
my nigga. And I think I'm gonna make this an episode just by myself. I think I'm gonna title. I don't know if I'm gonna title it yet. I figure out a title, but I'm gonna just straight talk about this shit one day. Just like you don't understand what the hood means. It can be bad or it can be good. But the people that's producing the hood are terrible.
Yeah.
It's nothing but failure in one section.
Because there's
You
no
know what I'm
teaching.
saying? There's no nothing. Like get your little badass in the house.
Yeah.
Or go run this up here and put this in the mailbox or I'll take this to this car. That's what we dealing with. It is never a sense of guidance, you know what I'm saying? Or a sense of education. It's we gamble. I'm gonna show you how to shoot these dives. We selling dope. Oh, this is a 2.5, or I'm gonna show you how much you know what I'm saying, 10 piece of crack look like.
Mm-hmm.
20, you know what I'm saying? 20 rock look like. That's what you into. Or I'm gonna go on and tell them about these stories that we had about how we beat these niggas ass at night. That's what you put around this kid up to see.
Yep.
When you
And
can
you
really you can be doing all wrong in the world, bro, but you be teaching the same child morals. That's when that child is gonna realize what you taught him. He gonna take that shit, whether he choose to move in the streets, he gonna know how to move. You know what I'm saying? He's a lot wiser and a lot smarter. He knows what's lame and he knows what's not lame
right.
in the situation on how to move. And if he don't get, you know what I'm saying, how to move, that's on him. We'll see him in the penitentiary. Hope he gets right when he get out.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what I'm saying?
that
Or
that
he might lay in the
they
gas.
damn sure gonna get you right there.
You
You
feel me?
go there, they gonna get you right.
Yeah. Once you get a taste of I told you so. Majority of people will be like, man, all right, I gotta get my. Now you might have a violation, or you might fuck up again, but 9 times 10, man, you're gonna go and you're gonna get older where you like, man, I gotta make a change. But yeah, I feel like if you catch them younger and you give them a taste of money, they gonna want that money over that bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
The problem with a lot of kids that grew up in the hood is they don't get introduced to money until they damn near 27, 25. You know what I'm saying? They be petty hustling. So it's J money. It's I gotta stay fresh money.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to work money. But once you get up in that age and you realize that, man, I made some money at work today. And you start realizing what this money actually do.
Yeah.
Man, who man, I'm not got time to go out here and slap a nigga with a pistol.
Because you don't want to take a chance on fucking that up.
You don't want to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? You might get, that's why I say you might get jammed up because you got drugs in the car. Or you know what I'm saying, you got DWI or something. But just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna go easy to live. Why? Why would I want to do that and I'm making money over it? I'm gonna go risk my life on a hump over. He might got $1,500 in his pocket. Versus I can make that it to work either this week or next week.
Yeah.
If I'm working at McDonald's or wherever I'm working at. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I say females, they help the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be the certain type of guy to deal with the certain type of individual. So that's another nut chick. You know what I'm saying? But in mine, nah, man.
Yeah.
I just see the world a lot simpler than what it got. You know what I'm saying? Than what it is.
I agree.
I done lived on both sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I was raised in the right household. You know what I'm saying? Where I understood what petty hustling is and X, Y, Z. Where I can go out and make a difference. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just talking about just outside, just everywhere I move. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work the crowd. All that shit come with people you raised around. You know what I'm saying? How to work the crowd, how to maneuver in certain situations, how to talk to these people, how to respect these people. I was brought up in it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
for a motherfucker to go outside and just be reckless and yeah, that's all I know. Nah, man, that's all they showed you. That's how you was willing to learn. Because even in school, they teach you how to work.
Yeah.
You go to 8 hours to get a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They
So
prepare you for that.
yeah,
That's one thing about it.
you didn't get to the ninth grade for no reason. Your ass sat down and studied.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just got dumb in the ninth grade and started running the streets. But
And
nigga, you passed all the way
your
to
report
the ninth
card is
grade.
like getting your check.
You feel me? You passed all the way to the ninth grade. You just said, fuck it, I ain't going into that. And you kept saying,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's how that was. You said, fuck it, I ain't going into that. That's how absence is.
Yeah.
You might have been sick. Think about it. You sick or you called in.
You still got to call in to the school and let them know. Well, your parent,
You
or
have to
unless you
call
old
in.
enough, your parent got to call in and let them know you're not coming.
You
Yeah,
have to
they
call in.
prepared. They get you right.
They get you right, bro. So that's why I say, nah, man, you got a group of kids that just, and again, it's like work. You got people that go to school to work. And you got people that go to school to stand around in a group and talk amongst each other.
Yeah.
Those are the people that work in real time that don't do shit. We see them every day. They go to work and they don't do a motherfucking thing. Then you got the
Nope.
motherfuckers that they work like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you can
It's the
tell
same.
you can tell the ones that just started when they just start a job, because they come in, they be working hard as a motherfucker.
I'm calling them transfers. I'm calling them transfers. They don't know the program. We in the same grade, but you don't know the ins and outs with it.
Yeah, yeah. A pediatric anesthesiologist named Dr. Amy Beadle or Beatty adopted a 4-year-old boy named True, whom she met in January 2021 when he showed up alone for heart surgery at Children's Nebraska. Then she and her husband Ryan adopted him shortly after. So this is a little better news than what we were just talking about. And she also found homes for his 5 siblings with her family and friends. So she not only adopted him, but she had her folks adopt his brothers and sisters so they could all be together.
Now I'll be in the same household.
Yep.
I want to get a little bit smarter for everybody. Ask me any question, I got the answer, guys.
little 4-year-old True was born with hypoplastic right heart syndrome. I've never heard of that. And was
I'm take
facing
my heart.
major surgery alone as his social worker was sick with COVID-19 at the time. Um,
High-grown heart dysfunction area. Now, what you said, that is going to be a PCP pipe that did not line out with the heart. It got clogged a little bit, and it kind of lost oxygen to the left side of the heart, which led the false pump in the heart. But
they got the
once we
medically.
got in and we was able to clean everything out, it left the disease there, but it's also clean to where it can get the tracks going.
Mm, okay.
These are
That's
facts.
that's interesting.
It's things right here. It's things.
So she arranged for one sister to be adopted by her family members. Two of his other siblings was adopted by a friend, and then two other siblings were adopted by family members. So
Shout out to that wild Miko name. Is she white or black?
she's black. He's black. You know, the kids are black, and she was black too.
So they all adopted to a black family.
Hmm. Wait, let me make sure
It's still some great people outside, you know.
because I don't know if that picture is actually her. So let me see.
Okay, while we're talking about that, why do you okay, I said why. I didn't take my glasses off, I don't sound smart. Uh do you feel like black people
Nope, she was white.
she was like, thank you, my little magnesia.
Man, if you could see the family with all the kids, man, yeah, they. this
Shout
might be
out
some,
to my
this might be some get out type of shit.
shout out to my little magnesiums. It's the glass. I want to let you guys know that we do appreciate you for saving those lives, but I know what your game plan is.
Hmm.
Okay, that's why I got the glasses on for. I know what the game plan is. You guys are trying to produce athletes. Okay, you're gonna get those babies to produce mature babies, and you guys are gonna create greatness. I'm not slow because I have the glasses. Okay, I know what you guys are up to. Okay, I know that this has to do with the genetic pool switch.
You know it do.
We're gonna bring the family up one way or another. And everybody in the family adopted one child in hopes and chances of we're going to the league.
4 girls, 3 boys total,
Never mind.
including
Never mind.
including
Never
little
mind.
True.
Never mind. Y'all done that shot the kindness of y'all heart. And we appreciate y'all. We appreciate
They had
y'all
to
for
change
stepping
that.
up. We appreciate y'all for stepping up and willing to take those kids on when the black family did not. You know, we dropped the ball. We appreciate
Yeah,
y'all again. You know, I don't know what's to come of the black girls. I hope that y'all keep them in the black pool. Like I hope y'all don't flat iron their hair into the liking. Hope y'all send them to a braider to get their hair braided or show anything like nature just to keep the culture going because they're
yeah.
gonna be confused. They're gonna talk white. They're gonna want to adapt with the blacks. Okay, um, just keep them well rounded. You know, teach them what you know. Give them a little bit of the white spiel because I just watched the documentary and I heard that all people are racist. All white people are racist.
Mm.
All
Well,
white people.
I don't. Well, I don't know. I got to see the documentary. But from my
It's not like a race.
experience,
It's a TikTok situation. I'll
oh,
send the clip to you later on.
from
But
my experience, I know some white people that ain't racist. You know what I'm
so
saying?
so so hear me out. She said because she's black and white. She said those are the worst kind.
She said what?
She, she said those are the worst kind. The friendly ones and the people who look out for black people or the people that join in on black people, it's because of what they were taught in their household, and they're basically trying to go against what they've learned.
Yeah,
Like if you ask white people, have they seen a racist like a racial movie like a slave movie or something like that? I guarantee you, every one of their response would be no.
damn. Hold on, my bad.
Nah, I got one too. The hell.
My bad, Chad. I need to respond
But
to
yeah,
this real quick.
Hello, let me scoop my glasses up, guys. Okay, I wanted you guys to know why he's doing X, Y, Z. I don't mean any harm, guys. I'll come back. I'm just telling you guys what I have seen. It's not what I know. I honestly, I support all of the races. You know, I want everybody to come together and we kumbaya. Get it to where we are all going together and we can uplift each other. We can build. I want to see more people win than lose. But you cannot ignore the facts on what people are going through. You know, I'm gonna take these glasses off and get back to the work of the program. Hey, guys, welcome back.
I wish I could show this picture of all of them, the family and everything, and I would wonder how you would feel about it once you saw that.
I feel like, like they done their part.
Yeah, I commend them for keeping all of them together, all the siblings. It was 7 of them, but I just wonder: is there a certain agenda behind it?
Yeah, athletes.
Yeah, the boys especially gonna be athletes. The
Even
girls,
good.
they gonna have.
Serena and Kobe and you know, all those basketball, tennis, racquetball, all of that nature.
Then again, they might not have an agenda. It might just,
I would, I would.
I know they do though. They like, shoot, we
Listen,
finally got a chance to get rich.
so I saw this documentary, right? You know what? Let me take it back. I don't think it was a documentary. Let me stop saying documentary, guys. So a woman adopted two black kids, right?
Hmm.
One she married, and one her niece married or something like that. Some of that nature. Keep in mind, the kids are not related and the parents are not related. But I have heard cases of parents adopting kids to raise them up to want to be able to date their daughter.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
So in my
I can
mind,
see that.
I can't say I'm against it. I'm not against it because it might seem weird because you raised them, but if we looking at the real theory behind what they're doing, it's not really bad because you're grooming the child and both of the children have the right to be grown to actually deal with each other. It's
Right.
kind of like a prince and a queen.
Yeah.
When you bring a queen over to a king's palace and they are to wed, they basically prepare the daughter to marry the king.
Yeah.
So what they
It's a
basically
lot of
doing is
places that do arranged marriages to this day.
exactly, and they have it even better because they're adopting the child and getting them to you know. But I will say this though: the adopted child might obey and rise the wheel, but I don't give a fuck what you say. Um, temptation is bad, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you can put him in a position that he don't want to be in, that he agreed to, he gonna go outside and handle his business. He's a
Yeah.
male,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So again, I'm just not, I just know, like, yeah,
Mm.
I'm on with bad motherfucker. Yeah, Katie might be bad, we might be getting to get married, but it was about force. So when he go outside and a motherfucker shoot at him, yeah, ain't
Yeah.
nobody think that.
Um, you know who Tasha K is, don't you? I'm sure you know
Yeah,
who
yeah,
she
yeah.
is.
Messy involvement.
She has listed her Georgia home for sale at 875,000. That's as of March 2026. And this says it's because she has that legal battle with Cardi suing her for that money, and she ain't got it to pay. But she finna come up off of some millions. The six
Yeah,
bedroom,
right.
four bathroom property located in Lawrenceville is being sold for a multi-million dollar defamation judgment. Following a multi-million dollar defamation,
So,
because Cardi's suing her for defamation.
so hear me out. In my eyes, she deserves it because it's a to me it's a thing about talking. It's a thing about being messy. And in
Hmm.
her situation, she was pretty evil. She was only after destroy. Whatever gospel she had, she went and with them. I don't respect Wendy Williams. I don't respect Oprah. Oprah is number one. Fuck
Now
her.
that, especially now that we know
Yeah.
who was actually, behind her and who she was doing what she was doing for. It wasn't for
Which
us.
one? Who's talking about?
Oprah.
Fuck that bitch. I ain't like Oprah since I was a kid, bro. I'm talking about like a kid.
Yeah.
Like you know how they say kids have the ability to sense negative energy.
Yeah.
My aunt cut her on one day and I made her cut off. That bitch was. I ain't never like Oprah. She is number one on my list, bro. People I don't like. I don't even know that woman.
A lot of black men ain't liked her since she did Color Purple.
I don't like that woman, bro. I don't give a fuck how much power she hold or what she can do. If they put me over in the room and they say, "Hey, go, man," I'm gonna tell her all the real. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to do with you. But I come to realize, and this might, if it, let's just say we blow up, right? This might come back later on to bite me in my ass. But
Man, say, they'll go back 20 years and find some shit you done said and
but
try to.
that shit gonna make a finals. I'm gonna say this shit just in case I ever decide to become a rapper. Well, fuck all rappers, bro. That's just me. And the reason being, let me explain it so that people understand a lot better. I don't like the fact that rappers knew what the community was up against, and you chose not to report the homework back to the people.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
from that's
That,
from
yeah.
all artists, bro. I
Because
don't
they
care what you
couldn't.
put in the song. I don't care about none of this shit. I don't care about don't put this shit in disguise and ask me to decode this shit. You knew what's up. You was in this bitch miserable, or you knew the agenda. You never reported back and told us what's up.
Yep.
You led us on to believe that this is the life. You led us on to believe this drill music, this XYZ. So let's just say if I blew up today, man, I'm one of the most popular people you ever meet. I'm gonna tell you in the interview when you come up to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, what's up? I'm gonna shake your hand. You say you want to go party tonight? I don't rock with y'all like that, bro. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest, you know what I'm saying? I'll shake your hand, we can take a picture together, but I don't rock with y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to do with y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all that tensions ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Like Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington put us on game about a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
don't have the same platform as rappers and shit like that, but he also always let you know, man, get y'all head up the class, man. It's time to do your homework. If Michael B. Jordan open mouth, if he say something here, Samuel L. Jackson, just it's knowledge being given in certain sections, but let's be honest, man, we only listen to rappers.
Yeah.
None of them are giving you any key in what my man Dwayne say.
He say Tyson Bedford told him, he said that Wendy Williams got her karma back because she made a fake room about a fake rumor, I guess. Yeah. Fake rumor about him being gay. But if it was a lie, he should have been able to sue her.
Fuck the whole trying bitch. It's so let me break this down too. You can get you a lawsuit, but if you're playing with somebody with power, let's just say, boom, I had an argument with a Chick-fil-A worker or some shit. I hate to use Chick-fil-A. And I really don't because they still put bullshit in their food. But
Mm-hmm.
let's just say I get into it with a Chick-fil-A person. He has the power to back up to where I'm either gonna settle or they're gonna shut me down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you take it to court, well, we got lawyers that's gonna finish you in court. Or we can say this shit out of court and I give you 50,000, maybe even 500,000. Go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? But we're governed by money, bro. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? The blind lady of liberty, I mean the Libra scale, that bitch been off balance, bro.
Yeah. And it's because everything now is based off of that. They figured out a way to get us to just focus straight on making money, thinking that we making money, but we really making them even more. Tasha K
And it
needs to
wasn't
learn
hard.
not
It
to
wasn't
play
it
with
wasn't
niggas
hard to
making no
see.
false wrong.
So
Yeah, that's true.
so this is the thing. Taxes, food, taxes, income tax, all this shit. It's plotted to go back.
Nigga, you get taxed before you even get your check. They done took taxes
You
out.
get taxed, bro. Like I said, tax. Purchase just in general, bro.
Yep.
To survive is a tax. And
Yep.
then not only do you get taxed, but then they rape you out of thousands of dollars doing income tax.
Yeah.
That is attributed to doing none of the work that you did, bro.
Yep.
You
And
cannot.
just
I don't give a fuck. I
you
don't give
done
a fuck what
already
type of
got
business.
taxed on this money, and then just because you made that money, now they gonna tax you
My
again.
nigga, listen. They take the tax out your check year round at work, right?
Yep.
Then they come to a certain part of the time of the year when all that tax money was took out, and then they tell you that they taking that shit again.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck program is it, bro? Listen, and I promise you, man, it has never made sense to me to where you can say the dollar matter or the tax money matter because what are we talking about? How does the tax bracket work? You take from me, put it away, then take from me again. You basically, okay, I work 40 hours. You took a check, you took a tax out of every check. Then you say income tax. When the income tax hit, that's your money. I'm gonna get $500 of it. If I do
Yeah.
my taxes like I'm supposed to, like if I didn't put the extra shit on there, if I honestly did exactly how I'm supposed to, my fuel, my you know what I'm saying, I might got medical costs, I might got XYZ.
Right.
I'm gonna walk away with $500. And I just lost like what 7,000 in tax money.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to the IRS.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of Dodge, man.
Yep.
And people just lay down on this shit, man. I would rather not pay taxes than get fucked like that because if you run a scam and you get back $10,000, it's a chance you're gonna get out of it.
Yeah.
Now you owe 10 and you didn't even receive the money.
Yeah.
That's another thing that confuses me. Bro, you might not even get the money and you're gonna owe whatever you try to take.
This is my thing. Who are we paying?
Who the fuck are we paying, man?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why people allow this to happen. All they got to do is say, hell no.
A lot of people are followers, bro. We're sheep. You know what I'm saying? We lead by the stick. Or
You
if
go
a
to
man
work,
don't if a
you
man don't
spend
report,
25, 35, 40 years working, getting somebody else rich. The whole time they tax you before you even get your check. Some about social security, and then you got the state tax and then the federal tax. Okay, that didn't even count the insurance and all of that shit. So now that money, you get that money, say you it's in your direct deposit. Okay, you got that money. Now, in order to spend that money, you got to pay more taxes. Then,
got
in
to.
order to get where you going, they gonna tax you on them roads too. They got you where I'm like, how the
Man,
fuck you what the fuck is a
oh
toll road?
my God. Let's not even talk about that.
Man, say. So they tax
Listen,
us
now
every form, every way possible, and we allow it.
now you can't even get your license because of the goddamn toll road.
Yeah. Yep. They'll put a
Man,
block on your car so you can't register your car because of a toll fee.
how does that even come about? Like, what deal did y'all sign where y'all producing together?
It's the fact that we don't fight it. We allow it. We allow everything that happens to us. We allow it to happen.
We do.
The I mean, everything got taxes. And then if they find out you getting some without taxes, now they finna take you to jail.
You're going to jail.
You know what I'm saying? What kind
I
of
think
shit?
you're going to jail. If you think you're gonna be out here getting this non-free tax money, you're going to jail.
Shit. Look at Wesley Snipes. Oh, you thought you wasn't gonna pay your taxes, huh? Okay. Yeah, I got something for you. You gonna make all this money and ain't gonna give us none of it?
Well, I'll let you. Go ahead,
Yeah.
sell block me.
Yeah, we're gonna go and sit you down and make $300 a day off of you now.
Yeah, easy.
Bro, let's see. It's really a slow night. We could call it right here if you want to.
Yeah, yeah, we can call it, man. You know what I'm saying? Butter. What we got? What's one more? What we got? One more? Fuck it,
We
one.
got I don't want to do the movie battle because it
Yeah,
ain't, you know what I'm saying?
no,
I want to say that.
no.
And so, and then this other topic, I kind of want to do that when there's more engagement. I mean, Dwayne been
Yeah,
engaged, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah,
So
we can
that's why
tap
I
out
was
right
like,
here,
yeah,
man.
we can stop it right there. But I know, you know how it is on Wednesdays. If what's the name them on, we don't get on till they get off.
Yeah,
Now
well,
we would stand on to like 12, 12:30. It would probably jump up some, but shit, fuck it.
don't worry about it.
It's
It's
one
gonna
of
come
them
a time
nights.
when we can compete with. It's gonna become a time when we compete with them.
Yeah.
I also seen this thing on. I forgot where I was at, but it's basically like a business platform where they go into business with you. You pay X amount of a month, and it helps you build your platform.
I've heard of some places like that. I never really did
Well,
done with one
supposedly it's
of them.
supposed to be all AI. I'm not sure on how it works, but
So they bots. They using bots
I don't know
to
if it's bots, but it's supposed to be like a business partner. Bots, you know what I'm saying? They getting your views up, but this is supposed to be strategizing on your whole business here. I'm not sure.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, yeah. Maybe that might
I
be
have to
something
look
worth
into
looking
it.
into. Because like you got to really in order for like podcasts to work, you got to really have a name already out there or be willing to do some dumb shit or,
Me walking, me
keep up
walking,
some drama.
me walking in here on this podcast, but as naked
You,
and reasonable bit. We're not doing it, y'all.
you,
Let me
you
tell
know
you
what I'm
something.
saying? That's what they want. They're what they want to see.
I'm
Or
borderline vegan, but I'm not that goddamn vegan. Let me tell you something.
us having some folks fighting or some shit like that.
Yeah, we gonna keep this shit a buck 1,000. Okay, pure knowledge, pure game, some laughter, a lot of laughter. What the fuck am I talking about? A lot
Yeah,
of laughter.
he said something like that.
Yeah, some laughter. But that bullshit shenanigans, we ain't. I just ain't got it in me, and I don't feel like my
Nah,
man's got it in me.
nah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't got that platform, man. Get with the program. I'm not gonna say get with it, get lost. You get with the goddamn program and get back to the human nature, man, where it actually matters in your earth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Don't stop feeding to this bullshit outside where everything is pretty drunk. You know, man, it's a lot of knowledge out there that you can use, and we got to use. Now, me warming up, if I'm having a cold night, I might stutter a little bit and be a little lost in my words. But once I loosen up, goddamn, we gonna talk. And
yeah,
that's when you can start listening.
yeah. Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a message that needs to be pushed, and this is the platform where you're gonna find it. And like I said, with me and my man, when we was working on this mic, I guarantee you, you're gonna get an earful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
damn sure gonna get that. It's real, honest opinions, honest thoughts,
yeah.
everything. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what it is too. We also got to get once I get this other software, and then we'll be able to add some
Dude,
visuals. I think that's gonna change a lot too.
check. Give us 10 likes right now if y'all want me to, if you want the next show, me going outside slapping somebody. We have 4 likes right now. If you give me 9 likes right now, the next episode I'm gonna be outside slapping the shit out of somebody.
Damn, that's what that'll get the likes for sure.
They better not be one like giving.
Then they gonna
That that was a test. That was a test, guys.
they, they gonna expect it every week.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, we can call it right there.
Already. All right, we
Uh,
back on live, you know what I'm saying, on Wednesdays, you know what I'm saying? Tap in. Tell a friend to tell a friend, you know what I'm saying? If we got any birthdays, XYZ, don't be afraid to shout us out. You know what I mean? Ask for a shout out.
yeah,
Going to engage more. We do listen. We do reply back. We do use what you say in the comments as a topic. If you feel like you need to share your story or share whatever topic you want to hear, hit my man's up. He got the email. He got, you know what I'm saying, the TikTok. Any day in nature, man. We want to see us grow. We want y'all to see us grow. And we really want to grow together as a platform. We want y'all to understand that we are a platform that's trying to reach the nation, just not the city. The nation, you know what I'm saying, where we can sit and we can talk. We can have actually meetings to where people we can go state to state and be in y'all face.
That's the plan right there. So
That's the
go to
plan,
different
you know?
hoods and do it live.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, I don't give a damn how many views we got. You're gonna hear some at the end of the day. F with I don't want to cuss, but
Yeah.
F with them and see the outcome. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? We see a vision. If it's both of us seeing it, we just need like-minded people to see the same vision. And I know that y'all out there. So that's what I got to say. I'm gonna let my man close this out for the night on the short night. Uh, Tune in on Wednesdays, but like I said, I'll let my man not cat that off right now.
Yeah, yeah. You can follow us at the Black Club on what TikTok and on Instagram. So you can follow me there. You can follow the Birds View Podcast,
Okay.
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Oh, the Black Club on Facebook too. Uh Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and they got a new button now too. I'm gonna start telling them to hit. That's called the hype button. So YouTube done got a hype button. They could hype the video up, and I guess they help it get pushed in the algorithm a little bit more.
Oh, we gotta start. We gotta
So
start saying it then.
yeah,
Hype
yeah,
us up.
yeah.
Hype us up.
Yep. So, yep, that's all we got for y'all tonight. We're gonna close it out. We'll be back next Wednesday, 9 o'clock, same
Hey
time,
guys,
same place, 9 p.m.
suck it
Central.
easy, guys. I don't know if that was a mic. Well, suck it easy. You know, blow it out your